Motherboard is the main board of a computer, where processor and memory modules are inserted. Memory of computer will store programs and data when your computer is powered on. Once the computer is powered off, the content of the operating memory will be erased. Typically, the more memory your computer has, the better it will perform. Typical computers, nowadays, come with about 16 gigabytes of RAM. However, some computers may have more RAM and some will have less. Hard drives are storage devices to keep data for a prolonged period of time. There could be hard drives that have moving parts in them. Such hard drives will need to be handled with additional care, since accidental drop of that unit may permanently damage the content of that drive. Spinnable hard drives typically have 5,400 or 7,200 RPMs. However, server systems will have higher RPM rating. RPM rating is an important characteristic of a spinnable drive of how fast access to the data can be performed. Another type of permanent storage is SSD drive. There is no movable parts inside of that drive, and it is less prone to accidental drops. Although it does not mean that you don't need to act with it without care. Expansion cards are another type of parts inside of a computer. I will name just a few, but it does not mean that this is a complete list. Expansion cards include standalone video, audio, and network cards. Generally, performance of standalone cards will be better than performance of onboard functionality. For example, a standalone video card will have a separate video processor, and it will perform better than onboard video processor. It will also have dedicated graphical memory, where a portion of operating memory will be used for video processing for an onboard video. Same is true for audio cards and network cards. Standalone network cards may have multiple network ports, where onboard network port is generally only one. Power supply varies by noise and wattage, or output power in watts. Output power is probably the most important characteristic of a power supply. Each electronic component in a computer system will draw power, and the power supplied by it needs to be sufficient to power those devices.